Todd Chrisley reveals irreparable damage done by son. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley has revealed that the damage done by his son is irreparable. This is a huge statement, as it is not easy for Todd to not be able to forgive his own child. However, it seems his son did some things that he is unable to forgive. Todd tries to be there for his children as much as he can. However, he knows that most of his kids are adults and ultimately make their own decisions. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. 2 of his 3 sons struggle with addiction. Todd Chrisley has had some trouble with his sons. 2 of the 3 have struggled with addiction. His eldest son, Kyle, struggled with drug addiction. This resulted in him losing his daughter, Chloe. Todd and Julie Chrisley are technically the grandparents of Chloe Chrisley. However, they do not view her this way. They have raised her and think of her as their own daughter. She even calls them mom and dad. It was also recently revealed that Chase Chrisley struggled with alcohol addiction. Fans saw him go to rehab on the Chrisleys. Back to reality. Todd Chrisley has revealed the irreparable damage done by his oldest son, Kyle. Kyle was one of the people who helped send his father and stepmother to federal prison. However, Kyle visited his father in prison, and Todd was shocked. He apologized for his involvement and for the things he had done, and he said, "If I could take them back, I would, but I can't, and I'm asking, can we just pick up from here and move forward? That was impossible for me." Yikes. Todd may never be able to forgive Kyle for what he did to him and his wife. This is not shocking for fans, as this would be something difficult to forgive. It seems as though Todd may never be in a position to forgive his son, Kyle. He is part of the reason Todd and Julie went to prison. This is not something he can forgive and forget. As much as it hurts him, Todd knows he has to protect himself and the rest of his family. This does not come as a shock to most, as Kyle has done a lot of things wrong in his life. What do you think about this? Is it shocking to you? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. Todd Chrisley has never been one to shy away from difficult conversations or personal revelations, and once again he is laying his heart bare in a way that has sparked widespread discussion. Known to fans for his candor both on screen and off, the patriarch of the Chrisley family is now speaking openly about the turmoil that has been brewing between him and one of his sons. In emotional and pointed revelation, Todd has confessed that the damage caused within their relationship may be too deep to repair. For a family that has built a public image on love, resilience, and togetherness, the news is shocking and heartbreaking as it unravels the fragility of even the closest bonds when tested by betrayal, miscommunication, or pain. The Chrisley family has long been in the spotlight, first through their hit reality series that showcased their glamorous yet often chaotic Southern lifestyle, and later through the many personal challenges they endured in the public eye. Todd in particular has been the voice of authority, the comedic yet stern father figure who kept everyone grounded, while also delivering his signature sharp wit. Yet behind the laughter and the appearances of strength, there have always been cracks waiting to be exposed. In his latest admission, Todd made it clear that one of those cracks has widened into a deep divide between him and his son, a divide that he fears may never fully heal. He did not hold back when speaking about the situation, describing the relationship as one that has been fractured beyond recognition. The damage, he said, was not a simple disagreement or a fleeting conflict, but something that has altered the very foundation of their father-son bond. For Todd, family has always been more than a word. It has been his entire identity, the bedrock on which he has built his career and personal life. To now admit that part of that foundation has been destroyed cuts deeply into the very image he has cultivated for so many years. His choice of words was telling when he said that the damage was irreparable. It painted a picture of a man who has wrestled with the possibility of forgiveness, reconciliation, and healing, but has ultimately come to the painful conclusion that some wounds cannot close. The details of what transpired between Todd and his son remain complex and layered. Sources close to the family indicate that issues of trust and loyalty have been central to the rift. Todd himself has spoken of feeling betrayed, a sentiment that suggests actions taken by his son crossed a line that could not be uncrossed. Whether these actions were rooted in personal choices, financial decisions, or emotional betrayals, the result has been the same. A father who feels let down in a way that strikes at the core of his identity as both a parent and a man. For someone like Todd, whose entire persona is wrapped in the concept of family, this sense of betrayal is magnified tenfold. Fans of the family have watched over the years as Todd navigated countless challenges with his children. From disputes between siblings to generational clashes, he has often been the glue that holds everyone together. That is why this latest revelation feels so different. It is not the voice of a father guiding his son through mistakes with tough love and forgiveness, but rather the voice of a man acknowledging that something vital has been broken. The sadness behind his words has resonated with many parents who understand that unconditional love does not always shield relationships from the consequences of deep hurt. The concept of irreparable damage in a family dynamic is heavy. It speaks to the finality of certain choices and the inability to turn back time. For Todd, this admission also raises broader questions about the nature of forgiveness and whether all relationships can or should be salvaged. He has always believed in accountability, a principle he has preached to his children throughout their lives. But accountability can be a double-edged sword. In this case, the consequences of his son's actions appear to have outweighed the possibility of reconciliation, at least for now. The emotional burden of coming to that conclusion has left Todd visibly reflective and somber. His honesty has sparked conversations far beyond the Chrisley circle. Parents everywhere have weighed in on the dilemma of balancing love for a child with the reality of betrayal. Some argue that no rift between parent and child is too great to mend, while others acknowledge that boundaries and self-respect are necessary even within families. Todd's decision to reveal this fracture so publicly has added an extra layer of vulnerability to his story. By opening up, he has not only shared his own heartbreak, but has also shined a light on a reality that many families face behind closed doors, the reality that not all relationships can be saved. For the Chrisley family, the timing of this revelation is particularly striking. With their ongoing challenges and the heightened scrutiny they face from the public, every detail of their personal lives becomes magnified. This latest admission could very well alter how fans perceive the once unshakable family unit. Yet it could also serve as a reminder that no family, no matter how perfect they may appear on screen, is immune to struggles that cut deep into the heart. Todd's courage to admit this truth may be seen as a step toward authenticity, even if it is painful. Beyond the sadness, there is also a question of what this means for the future of the Chrisley family. Will this divide remain permanent, or is there still a glimmer of hope for healing down the road? Todd may have declared the damage irreparable today, but emotions are not fixed and relationships evolve over time. Still, his words suggest that for him, moving forward requires accepting reality as it is not as he wishes it to be. That acceptance, though heartbreaking, is also a form of strength. By acknowledging the truth, he is giving himself permission to protect his heart and his peace. In reflecting on his relationship with his son Todd, also emphasized the importance of protecting the rest of his family. He has always been fiercely protective of his wife and children, making sure that they were not only loved, but also shielded from unnecessary harm. In this case, his decision to step back from the damaged relationship may be as much about preserving the health of the larger family unit as it is about his own emotional survival. Family harmony has always been his ultimate goal, and sometimes achieving that means making difficult decisions about who has access to your life and heart. The emotional weight of Todd's revelation has resonated with viewers and supporters who have long admired his ability to be both strong and vulnerable. In sharing his truth, he has reminded many that pain does not discriminate, even among families who appear to have it all. The image of a successful father with children who adore him is powerful, but the reality of human flaws and fractured bonds is more relatable. That relatability is part of why Todd's words have sparked such wide interest. They cut to the core of what it means to love to trust and to be let down. In the end, Todd's admission about the irreparable damage done by his son is not just a personal revelation, it is a universal story. It is a story about the fragility of relationships, the weight of betrayal, and the challenge of moving forward when the past cannot be erased. It is a reminder that even the strongest families are vulnerable to fractures that can change everything. And while Todd may believe that this particular bond cannot be restored, his willingness to speak about it so openly ensures that others who have faced similar heartbreak know they are not alone. The road ahead for the Chrisley family remains uncertain. Some fractures may never fully heal, but others may find unexpected paths to reconciliation. For now, Todd has chosen to stand firmly in his truth, even if it is painful. He has shown that acknowledging the irreparable is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to the complexity of love and family. In doing so, he has invited the world to see not just the polished image of the Chrisleys, but the raw and complicated reality of what it means to be human. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.